Here we are back in the closet
Yep.
with straws on straws on straws on straws.
That's because the stupid dog got out while we were gone today. Our crazy psycho dog. We have two dogs. One's crazy, the other one is psycho crazy.
Yeah, Ryder's a little tiny puppy that we got. He was born in December, so he's what, 8 or 9 months old?
He's not even a year.
Not even a year. He's huge.
And he can open doors.
He's a German Shepherd, and he just goes around the house, and if the door opens
He can open
out, like he can't open it from the inside, but if you're going into a room and you can push it open, he just reaches up there and hits the door.
The
We're
handle.
gonna have to get child locks.
Hits the handle, the door's open. We come home. Jeff says there's trash all over our room. Our clothes are pulled off our shelves some. And my brand new box of straws are now everywhere on our table. I don't know which ones he's had in his mouth at this point. After this day, I don't care. Dog mouth's not going to kill me, I don't think.
It's cleaner than my mouth, and you kiss me.
I don't buy
Occasionally.
that. Do you buy that?
No, I don't.
Because I see what our dogs do to each other and to themselves. I'm pretty sure you don't lick your butt.
I'm not flexible enough to do it anymore.
They lick their butts in places, and they eat things outside, and they're constantly how is their
puking and
but apparently they have enzymes that we don't have.
Yeah, but I think I really think that's probably just scientists saying that these stupid people won't shut up about the dogs that they created. They took and they created this freaking domestic animal that's not really an animal. It's not a wild animal. Yes, we created it. We breeded them. They were wolves. And then we breeded these things into existence. We've created all these different breeds.
I don't know that I believe all of that.
Yes, it's true. It's what we've done from the beginning of time with humans, with animals. And now we've got all these dogs, and it's like, let's just tell the people that they have more. They'll tell them they have more enzymes in their mouth. They have more enzymes. We've proven it. It's factual that they have more enzymes, so it's okay that they lick your baby's face.
Is that your smart
That's
voice?
my scientific voice. I know the universe. I know the universe, and I know there's millions of galaxies and planets beyond us, even though we haven't been off of this planet.
Wait, now you're back to Jeff.
I haven't been off of this planet.
Okay, well, I'd have to talk to a vet to see.
All the vets are tricked.
Oh, come on now.
I don't know if the vets know. They need to really, really dig.
Anyway.
Really, the enzymes. Next time I run into Tom, I'm going to ask him.
You should.
Maybe we'll get, lined up at parent-teacher conferences together, and I can ask him about the enzymes. Is it true? And if he says yes, I'm going to say, how do you know?
Okay.
How do you know that it's true?
You go ahead with that. I support you.
Did you read it in a book in vet school? Is that what you did?
I don't know what they do, Jeff. I mean, why do you believe anything that you read? You can read something on Twitter and it's fact because it's Twitter facts.
Well, it depends on the source.
Oh, let me tell you. It depends on the source. So if you go on Twitter and it was a Twitter fact that a dog has enzymes on his tongue that makes their tongue cleaner than ours, you would suddenly believe it because Twitter knows everything. I don't know if you guys know this, but Jeff thinks Twitter is the shiznit.
It's not Twitter that's doing it. It's the people that have Twitter accounts.
That that it could be some weirdo. It could be...
Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, if he says it, it's true.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. He's smart.
No, it's not. Jeff.
He knows what he's talking about.
But you're not going to believe a vet.
No.
Oh my gosh. You're brainwashed by Twitter.
Sometimes I'll listen to a vet.
You're brainwashed by Twitter and Joe Rogan.
Leave Joe out of this.
You're brainwashed by them.
Leave Joe out of this.
I love Joe.
Listen.
I'm just saying you're brainwashed by both Twitter and Joe Rogan.
I'm not
yes, you are.
brainwashed.
You are.
I will.
Yeah, you are. You are.
I will believe a vet on most things.
If a vet said it and Joe Rogan agreed, you'd be like, oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Not necessarily. I don't believe everything that Joe believes. I'm not his little bitch, his clone.
Yes,
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. There's stuff on there he says all the time. I'm like, it's kind of stupid. And then I feel really bad about myself after I think that.
See?
Kidding.
You're brainwashed. Every guy loves Joe Rogan.
No, they don't.
Well, most guys do.
Most cool guys like Joe Rogan.
I don't have a problem with him. I'm just thinking it's funny that you're so obsessed. But anyway, with Joe Rogan on Twitter and your fantasy football league.
Look, if you got a problem with my fantasy football leagues, you can hit the bricks.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll put that in the papers. I'll put that in the papers that Jeff said this is amicable, and it is. We're gonna just file under irreconcilable differences because I have a problem with your fantasy football league, but I don't have a problem with your fantasy football league.
Oh, then we're good. We'll stick it out.
But you would tell me to hit the bricks if I had a problem with it.
No.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't, baby.
Oh my gosh, it's that easy.
I would shut down 2 of my 3 leagues if you had a problem right now. I would bow out of 2
What
of
if
my
I
3
came to you and
leagues.
I'm like, I think it consumes you because you're always in your phone. You're not paying attention to me during football season at all. You're not giving me the attention that I need, and I think that you need to come out of all leagues. What if I would 100% felt like that? I don't, but what if I did? I mean, I don't feel like that at all. But let's role play again because this is always fun. What if I did? What if I came home and I'm like, you're not giving me what I need. You're not giving me the attention I need. It's football season. I don't even know who you are because you're always in your phone, texting with your league. And you get bad when your players do bad, and then you treat me bad. So I think you need to take them. You need to get rid of them, all of them.
First of all, I'd be like, "Who are you?
We're role
Is this
playing.
what menopause is? Are you full blown like what's going on here?"
We're role playing.
That's what I would say because I would be angry, and then I'd walk you into.
And what if I said no? It's not menopause.
Then I'd say, "But how do I know?" Because a person on menopause that's acting like that is going to lie.
I went to the doctor, had tests, and he said that I'm in fact not in menopause right now.
I would like to see these papers, and I don't believe that doctor.
I will post them on Twitter.
Okay, I believe you. What the first thing I would do, and I would risk everything because after I do this, you would probably I know it's going to happen. It always happens when I do this. It's going to get physical. You're going to get all worked up. You're going to get feeling it. You're going to get a little honey, and you're going to get it on when I take you into our front living room as you enter our house, and I show you the glorious trophy.
Oh my gosh! See,
That I
that's
have
where it's
won
going to be like, yeah, that's
4
another thing.
championships.
And what if
I have won in this league, and I would take you in there and show it to you.
And
I would even offer if I can. I'll drop 2 leagues, but new league I can't drop. And I'll
You
let
wouldn't
you
drop them
I'll
over a
let you drink
relationship?
a beverage out of my trophy. If you will stop this crazy talk right
would
now.
end our relationship over fantasy football.
So I'm gonna give these up, or you're gonna leave? Is that what you're saying?
You're not treating me right. Remember, we're role playing. You're not treating me right.
What am I doing wrong?
I just told you. I need attention. I need you to act like you care. I need you to be around. I need you to get your nose out of the phone. I need you to quit being mean towards me when your players don't do well. It's like I'm a nobody during football season, Jeff, and I really think that you need to get rid of these. This is role play, by the way, if you're just tuning in.
This is role play, but I would be like, well, then you need to get out of your phone when I'm around with your social media.
But mine's work.
And winning championships is work.
Oh my gosh, really?
It's constant work. I'm always working the waiver wire. I'm always working the waiver wire. I'm always working deals and trades. I'm always talking trash to me.
It doesn't pay the bills.
It paid me $1,400 last year.
It doesn't pay all the bills.
It pays one.
So
Christmas,
$1,400.
Christmas.
$1,400. Our relationship.
It paid for vacation.
What?
Our vacation is worth a lot, and our relationship is worth a lot. And
obviously, not enough for you to give up your fantasy football. So fine.
Listen,
I'll just tough it out.
If we had to, if it was literally coming down to you were losing your mind, and I would try to negotiate with you and schedule hours that I could be on my WhatsApp group.
I cannot believe you wouldn't just look at me and be like, if it's that important to you, I will give it up. That's what a woman wants to hear. I would never ask you to do that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm just role playing. I would never ask you to do that. I want you to do what brings you joy and you have fun with.
Yeah, I like that. And I know that truly.
Well, you do get a little grumpy. You do get a little grumpy towards me, and you are consumed. But I mean,
I don't think it's towards you. It's just my aura in the moment. Sometimes I really want to win. I'm sorry. I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
Your 3 favorite words to say. I'm convinced after being with you for so many years. In the moment, or I had a moment. What's a moment? What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. It just sounds right.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It sounds right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I just had a moment. I'm good now. What? What are you talking about?
We all have our crazy moments.
See what I
where we
mean? You
lose
say
our
the word
minds.
again. Don't say that word anymore.
Okay, we all have our crazy times. We have our crazy times. And I'm trying to make it sound smaller than it is by saying it's a moment, because that sounds little. Like a little tiny moment of craziness instead of like...
I never have moments.
Never.
I have.
Never, ever, ever.
I have. What's a word bigger than moment? I have it. I'm not going to lie.
Decades?
No, come on.
I'm kidding. I'm just playing.
I have times longer than a moment. Anyway, I don't feel like that about your fantasy football league, by the way, just so you know.
Thank God. You know, that's
I really don't.
But that's a good topic, because what is it about people that need their partner to sacrifice something so they feel good about themselves?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that either.
You know what I'm saying?
Why
Like,
would I want you
men
to do that?
it and women do it. You know, men do it about things as well. It's like unless you cancel something out of your life, or you give up something that I know you love and I know you like doing.
Just to have power.
And it makes me feel good, which is a sickness.
How would that make
That's
you
a
feel good if you
sickness.
suggested it? If I were consumed with
Because
something,
it's power,
listen,
like you said.
So yes, I'm big in social media, but I do it for my job. Yes, I do. I get a lot of clients that way. That's how I kind of thrive. But if I felt like it was getting in the way of our relationship, and I came to you and said, "Look, I'm going to limit my social media and cut it off at 9:00. I'm not going to pick my phone back up again because I really want to spend quality time with you." That means so much more than if you be like, "I just don't get why you need to just cut it off at 9:00 and spend time with me," right? Would you not like it a lot more if it was my idea and I just, because then it's genuine. It's not like I'm not doing it because, and it wouldn't feel good to me if you did it because I suggested it.
It doesn't work if you suggest it, because that's just...
It builds resentment.
It builds resentment. If you make me... What's that going to do? What's it going to do if you tell me, I don't like fantasy football, it's stupid, it's childish. Like I hear other women say, hey, it's just dumb, it's... You know, and you need to give it up and you need to spend more time with me. Okay, I gave it up. We're watching the freaking Real Housewives. Wishful thinking. We're watching a Real Housewives of Belgium, you know, at 9:00 instead of Monday Night Football, and I'm sitting there with no fantasy football going on, and I'm sitting there just thinking, this sucks.
Yeah.
This sucks.
I would think it sucked too because I knew you
love
wouldn't want
being
me
with you, but I love what we have. Like, I
Yeah.
love that I can be me and enjoy what I enjoy, and you laugh and you have fun with me, and you can enjoy what you like, and you can be who you are, and that's the true essence. But for me to give you to take something from me so that you feel better and you justify it in the name of our relationship, that's bad. If it's a real bad thing that's coming in between you and you need to confront me, if I have alcoholism,
right,
or I'm doing meth, and it's becoming
like a real deal breaker.
If it's becoming a problem, it's really becoming an issue in our relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm like, I'm gonna go upstairs for 2 hours and watch porn, like at 8:30 at night, and I'm like, you're like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just hanging out upstairs. I'll come down later. You know, I mean, yeah. Then you might want to be like, hey,
right.
we might want to reel this in a little bit.
No, I understand that.
You know,
I understand that. But you have to. It's just suggesting it. I would never. It's just like when we get into a fight over, I don't know, something stupid, and it's like, if we're fighting over something dumb, and I said to you at the end of the fight, all you had to do, which I wanted to say this to you this morning.
I hate hearing that.
No, listen, I wanted to say that this morning because we kind of got in a little tiff this morning because this was a really big day for me and a really stressful day for me, and instead of waking up, listen.
Jeff blew it.
No, would you let me talk? Instead of you, okay, so I'm starting a new gym. He knows how I am with change. This is a new morning, new routine, new gym. Everything's new. Clients are the same, but I got to deal with all their reactions and everything like that, knowing I'm having a really stressful day. So I don't see Jeff. First thing I do is come in the bathroom. He looks at me with this grumpy look. I got to take Brooke at 11 today. And I was like, yeah, that was the plan. She has an interview at Target. Ugh.
That's not what I said.
You did.
Here's what I said. I said, so you can't take Brooke today.
Oh, yeah.
You're too busy to take Brooke today.
Yes, that's what you said. I apologize.
And let me just note that before 8 a.m., I am always looking grumpy.
It doesn't matter. No, not looking grumpy. You talked grumpy towards me. knowing what kind of day I was gonna what day I was facing, and
Hey,
I was
I had a
stressed.
moment.
Oh, see what I mean? And so I'm like, well, I really can't, but I mean, I guess I can move do some different things, and we kind of just got into it about that. You know what I mean? And instead of just saying, I'll deal with it. Because you knew about this appointment. Anyway, even if you didn't, and you're like, literally, I can't, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, and you knew I was upset, and instead of you could have just come over and given me a hug and been like, I know you're having a big day today. I know this is a hard day. No, you just walked out of the room. And I was like, I think I flipped you off when you walked out the door, to be honest.
I didn't just walk out of the room.
Yes,
I told you I loved
you. Oh my gosh, no, you
and
didn't. You came back. No, you walked out of the room. And then to go get socks or whatever it was.
Oh, I
or
went to
something.
get my socks.
Yeah,
and
you just
underwear.
walked out of the room. You made me so mad. I was like, are you kidding me right now when you know how stressed I am? You know what I'm saying? No, it's true. You know me. You know how I am. This is not a new relationship. You're like, oh, I didn't know you got like this. I'm sorry. I'll be sure I don't do that next time. Anyway. What was my point?
That I really mishandled this
No,
morning.
I'm just saying. Oh, no, I remember my point. I was saying, like, if I would have said to you this morning, all you needed to do, Jeff, was just say, I'm so sorry I dropped the ball this time. I'm sweating right now. I'm sorry that I dropped the ball and messed up. And gave me a hug and said, I love you. I know you're going to have a hard day. And, this and that. If I would have told you that then and then you would have come hug me, I'm rejecting the hug. Because I'm not going to take your hug because I suggested it.
Yeah, I get that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if you had been like,
1,000,000%.
Ange, all you had to do was come over and sit on my lap and hug me, and I would have calmed right. If I'm going to come over now, no, don't do it now.
True.
That's
Yes,
what I'm trying to say.
I got you.
Okay. All that for that little point I was trying to make. I'm sorry. I'm sweating. Okay. I'm starting to have hot flashes.
Do we need to get you a...
Like, are you sweating?
I'm not sweating.
I'm not kidding. Feel.
Oh, I would be glad to.
Feel right there.
I just got in
Feel
trouble
that.
and I'm still feeling on boobs.
I mean, I just
You're
got out of the shower.
sweaty.
Feel my forehead.
Oh, gosh, you're feverish. Just kidding.
No,
you're not.
I'm not feverish. It's called hot flashes. I believe I'm having because I'm.
Once you strip down and get comfortable.
It's different than sweating. I haven't done anything to make me sweat right now. Okay.
That song came into my head. That sweat song from the 90s.
What are you talking about?
Come on, let's sweat. What's that song? You remember that? Never mind. I'll figure it out later. You just go on with what you were saying about you sweating.
I don't know. Anyway, they're truly hot flashes, I believe, because I told Jeff earlier I need to check with people who are going through menopause or perimenopause. I'm not full-blown menopause yet. It feels like someone released lava inside of my body. And it started in my head and it goes down and it's hot lava, like literally inside my flesh.
I have so many comments.
No, I'm serious.
So many
dude.
comments.
Like I'm not kidding. And I woke up multiple times last night like this. And like all weekend this happened to me. And I don't have a fever. I'm not sick. I feel fine. And then it goes away and I feel normal and I get chilly again. And then here comes the lava again. It's like hot lava inside of my body.
Are you doing drugs?
No, I'm not doing drugs. You know how I feel about drugs.
Do we need to get you into rehab?
No.
Are you fiending? Are you fiending for some
No,
crack?
I feel like maybe I need some hormones or something. Anyway.
We got all spun around.
Menopause
I don't
is
even
a
know
bitch.
where we were.
We were talking about...
We spun out.
we did.
We totally spun out.
I feel like that's this day. But anyway, I had a really good day at my new place. Thanks for asking.
I asked you downstairs, don't you start with me. Don't you start with me and make me worse than I was this morning.
Oh, no, you're fine. It happens. I painted that picture a lot worse than it was. But you were a little mean because I woke up stressed.
I woke up stressed too. That's the problem.
You did not wake up stressed.
You have no idea the stress I had when I woke up.
Why? You always have stress when I have stress. It's a game you play.
I live with stress too.
I know you do. What were you stressed about this morning?
Cash, dollar bills. I had stuff to pay by the end of the day, and I had to come up with the cash, so I had to sell my body on the streets.
Oh my gosh. Well, did you pay the bills?
I got it paid.
That's all that matters.
Took all day.
Where'd you come up with the cash? Real talk. We need to talk about this off the microphone.
Yes. No, I came up with cash from I get paid. Because I get paid.
Today's not payday.
No, it's not. But I came up with the dough. I paid the hoe.
Oh.
And we're all good. But
Till tomorrow.
till tomorrow, very, very good point.
Till tomorrow.
It just when you wake up and you know you gotta figure out how you're gonna pay something. Then you got to look at your money. You got to figure out where things. You got to shift things and move things around.
Oh gosh,
you know
our
what I mean?
life. Yes.
So my
it
mind,
is.
as soon as I wake up, I'm in every day when I wake up. I don't know if it's like, I think this is why I forget that it's a really high percentage of heart attacks happen between
Great.
3 a.m. and 6 a.m. or something, because
that's
when you
great.
wake up, it's like all that stress attacks you.
Yeah,
right?
I know that.
So this morning when I woke up, I started thinking about like the stuff that's due. It's the first of the month. It's the 31st. And I'm like, oh my God, I get paid in 2 days and it's the first now. So now I got to figure out how to move money, get something paid, find money here, move it here, get it paid by tonight so that when it comes out tonight, it doesn't bounce.
Right.
So that's all I was thinking about this morning when I woke up. And I was like even debating, do I even go to the gym or do I just go straight to work and try to figure out where this money is? You know what I mean?
Right.
But I went to the gym anyway, and you know what? It relieved my stress a lot.
And you know what?
It relieved my anxiety a ton to get in there and jump
Yes.
rope and to
Yes.
like
Preach.
I added jump rope in there just to get my heart rate up, because it seems like whenever I'm working out and I'm stressed,
Yeah.
if I get my heart rate up instead of doing sets and resting,
Right.
I stop thinking about stuff.
Right.
Right? You stop thinking about stuff. I get in the bathroom to change and get ready for the day, and I'm like, it's like the anxiety levels have dropped. That the left side of my neck doesn't feel like it's shutting off.
Gosh, you might want to get
You
that
know what
checked.
I mean? Like it's not throbbing, and but anyway, at the end of the day, everything's wonderful.
Well, exercise is
Not
good for
wonderful.
that.
Wonderful would be. That was neat.
I don't know what that was with my throat.
Wonderful would be like knowing that it was like, all right, I'm just going to pay everything.
Okay, well, are you stressing me out? Dude, stop.
I'm not trying to stress you out.
Podcast time is supposed to be fun
This
and
is
joking.
real life for people.
This sucks. Now
This
I'm
doesn't
sweating again.
suck. Everything's,
Oh, I love being broke.
we're
So
broke.
much fun.
You know what's great about it though?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No, not about being broke. We're not broke because we get paid, so we can actually pay this stuff. It's just we got so many damn kids, and we got so many damn bills. The great thing is we don't have debt really.
That's true.
You know, we don't.
We are relatively debt free.
We don't really have a debt, but
I
we've
mean,
got our day-to-day
house and
bills.
cars,
We
but-
got kids picking us apart, man, nickel and diming us for stuff constantly.
We don't have credit cards.
We don't have credit cards. That's where the stress is created, but it's a different kind of stress because it used to be we would build debt with the credit cards.
Right.
When things got tight, we just get groceries. We get shit on the
Right.
on the credit cards.
Right.
Now, when payday, like today, payday's Wednesday. Today, 8 years ago, 5 years ago, when we had credit cards, you know what I'd have done? I'd have just
Spend it.
loaded it all up on the credit card. Then payday would have come and we'd have found something else to spend that
Yeah.
money on. And
Instead
you'd
of
build
paying
that
off the credit cards.
But instead, what do? I play Tetris with our finances
Which is not good either.
today to get to Wednesday. So I stress out for a couple of days to get to payday, right?
Right.
But I don't have debt. I didn't put us in a hole to get to payday.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the nice thing when you think about it. We don't, whenever we buy things, I mean, sure, you have the house payment, the car payment, and the electric bill, all that stuff. But if we want something, like Jeff bought me this, like, computer, hopefully it's coming, I don't know. But with this, it's not on a credit card. We're buying it. You know what I mean? Like,
I pay for it.
it's, if we want it, we're actually paying for it, and we're not
Save
putting it on
money
credit.
and pay
So
for
it is kind of relieving in a way that we're not building up all this credit card debt, but at the same time, it would be nice to have a credit card in case of an emergency. But we've been there, done that, and just...
Emergencies. In case of emergencies, you've got to define that. And that's the thing is, an emergency, I have emergencies every week.
I mean a true emergency, like you need a tire because your wife ran over a pothole again.
Right.
Or your kid has to go to the doctor because, see, we don't have insurance because who can afford that shit?
Here's the right. I mean, I don't have $2,000 a month.
That's
to
what I'm
pay for
saying.
insurance.
So, like, your kid has to go to the doctor, your wife has to go to the doctor.
The crazy thing is, if you
That's
got to go to
another-
the doctor, if you want to go for a checkup at the doctor, or you call and you say my kid's sick, I need to come in, and you tell them your cash, you're paying $60. You know what you're paying if you have insurance? $120. Your copay may be $25, but then you look at the bill and you get it, and they charge the insurance company $125.
Yeah.
So they kill the insurance companies. That's why the insurance rates are so high.
Can somebody fix that, please? Anybody? Any politicians out there?
No, politicians
Listening?
don't want to fix stuff. And guess who pays the politicians? The doctors and the people with money. So
Fine. Then can anybody
nobody's
fix
going to
it?
fix anything.
Oh, my gosh.
Nobody's going to fix anything because then that would make them uncomfortable. They're comfortable making money and living their life with things broken. My point is I'm okay with paying the doctor cash because it's less, one,
Yeah.
and it's done, right? Instead of paying $2,000 a month for the insurance, I'm paying, if I go to the doctor this month, great, I'll pay him $65.
Well, but then
Plus
you've
a
got.
prescription.
I was going to say, then you got
Okay.
insurance.
What are you talking about, insurance?
I mean, medication. Sorry.
Right. But that's what I said. Would you rather pay $2,000 a month, or would you rather pay all your kids go to the doctor 65 times
I don't know,
Four,
but I'm over.
right?
I'm over this
couple
conversation.
$100?
Can we start talking about something else?
What were we talking about?
Well, I'm over insurance and being depressed about money.
But what did we start this conversation about? We're
Heck
we're
if I
fine
know.
with money. Things are paid.
Heck
It's
if I
we're
know
all
what we
good.
started this conversation with. I have no idea. I know we talked about hot flashes and fights and, you know, how we handle our fights and don't suggest things and then do them. I don't know.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about. Never mind. I don't know what we were talking about. We were talking. Something happened where I did something wrong, and that was an example.
Oh, please.
That,
Don't harp on that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what we were talking
you know
about.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy? And I don't know if I want to get into all this.
What?
But what you told me today, and I'm not going to mention any names, but one of our friends,
Oh, yeah.
one of our friends that helped us move,
I know.
hung out with us. You had hired him. You worked
Don't say
with
much
them.
more because people are going to figure it out.
They can figure it out. I'm not putting names out there.
Well, I mean, okay, go ahead. I won't
And
stop you.
Then we, I've heard that before. And then we hear this news today, rumor. I don't know.
See, that's your phone now. My phone never goes off in here anymore.
Must be a sign. It must be a sign that my phone went off right when I was getting to talk about this.
Yeah, maybe it's like, shut up, don't say anything else.
F you, phone. I got to talk about it.
All right, go ahead.
So this guy that I always knew, which I like him,
Yeah, I do too.
nice guy. He was cool. He helped out. He was pretty generous. He's flaky. He was always ghosting, like for weeks, like weird stuff, and he was always had stuff to sell for cheap, like nice stuff. So I always knew something was up with this guy because he was real secretive, and you couldn't figure out. He didn't have anybody in his life really. You know what I mean? And so
I still want to know if the girlfriend's real, but anyway.
I went to their house. I
Oh,
met
that's right.
her mother-in-law. Like I helped him move. Like I met the girlfriend's mom and all them way down in Madison. But I mean, this dude gets arrested and taken back to. He was on the run. I told you that he was hiding here. You
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
I said, this guy's hiding here. I don't know what for. He doesn't seem violent or dangerous,
Right.
but he's hiding from something. He's hiding. He's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's hiding because he got to pay child support or he's got, I don't know what it is because the stories he told us about being in Texas and Colorado, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's crazy. But I guess he got taken back.
Right.
Got arrested.
Yep.
Somebody turned him in because of a background check for a job. He's taken back to Texas where was on the run for vehicular manslaughter.
Right.
I want to know the rest of the story.
Well, I don't know the rest of the story.
But that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you never know about people. That's all I'm going to say.
I just thought he disappeared again. Because he always disappeared.
I know, it's so weird, right?
Yeah.
So weird. I don't know. I don't know all the details. I don't know.
And I hate it for him because I talked to him a lot about his life. You know what I mean? Like things going on with his kids and like his family and I like there's a part of me that feels for him because he was a nice guy and he's trying to get I think he was trying to live a decent life. He was good to the people around him.
I think he's ultimately a nice guy.
But he couldn't stay in one place.
He
and
got
I know
in trouble.
He had to shift. He couldn't if he was in a place too long, he could get busted up.
He's a nice guy, but just got into some trouble. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Well,
right?
I agree.
Moral of the story is don't get into trouble.
Well, I mean,
don't do anything illegal.
The problem is I don't know the whole story. Like
I don't know the whole story. That's why I can't speak on it.
Vehicular homicide, and then you run. Well, I mean, I don't know. You make a bad decision, then all of a sudden.
I mean, I that's why you need to stay off your phones when you're driving, and you need to pay attention to the road because that could be anybody.
It could be.
Because just because you may hit someone with your car doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a negligent person, maybe. You know what, though? There's some stupid idiot walking down the street the other day. Now, I'm just going to say this, and I don't mean it the way it's getting ready to come out.
Oh, boy.
But he was of dark skin, okay?
Right.
He was wearing all black, and it was nighttime, and I'm driving.
You got to stay off the road.
I mean, I didn't see him, and I did see him. I didn't hit him. But what if he was very hard to see. It was the night that me and you and Chaz went to Roca, and we were all three driving separate. And did you get home before me? I think you did. And I was like, well, no, Jeff didn't hit him. Here's the thing, though. And then I drove by and was like, dear Lord, that was close. Because he was walking on the edge, and I literally didn't see him at all. Please wear bright clothes. And if I would have been looking at my phone or looking at the radio or even just too
late,
yeah.
You'd heard a thump.
And then Chaz kept not showing up. And I'm like, Chaz is supposed to be here. And I'm like, oh no, what if Chaz hit that man? But then he texted me and said he couldn't make, whatever. He didn't hit him. But I'm just saying, what if one of us would have? That doesn't make us a bad person. You got to keep
your eyes on the road.
You've got to. It's a big lesson to learn. Because I feel like the vehicular manslaughter there's a voluntary and involuntarily. I'm pretty sure most of the time it's involuntarily, unless you're just pissed off and you're like, I'm going to run you the freak over with my car.
Voluntary would be like you're killing somebody with your car, right?
I think most of it's involuntary.
And
I'd say that
with technology, it's way up.
But, oh, heck yeah.
Way, way up.
I mean, Jeff, we feel...
Because I've almost hit people.
We feel invincible. I can text and drive. I'm not going to lie. I do it sometimes. And it's an eye-opener. And I even thought about that today when I heard about this. It's an eye-opener to really stop doing that. Wait till a stoplight. Wait till a stoplight. Wait till you're stuck in traffic. Or wait till you park your car. Nobody is that important that you know what I'm saying?
I think the thing is people don't realize what a split second can do and change your life because, how many times have you in a split second been looking at your phone and then been left to center?
Oh, all the time.
What if that left to center is always right, but there's somebody on the side of the road, a biker or something? You know what I mean? But you didn't notice them. It's just you haven't caught that moment yet where you hit somebody.
It's scary, but that's
hit
why
something and killed yourself.
Yeah, that's why I like my CarPlay, where you plug it in.
Yeah, I like it too.
I don't ever have to text and drive. I can just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Push that button. I don't have to look because I can see out of my peripheral vision.
Right.
So, but that's just there. You go. There's our commercial. Don't text and drive.
Don't text and drive, and don't drink and text and drive.
Oh, that's just trifecta right
there. And don't drink and text and sext and drive.
Oh gosh.
If you do any of those things, you're gonna get all excited and you're gonna get all fidgety.
If you do any of those things, the Capitol God of Capitol Street will tell you you're not going to make it into the pearly gates.
That's true.
If you sext and drive, if you text and drive, or if you drink and drive, which you shouldn't drink and drive.
You definitely shouldn't drink and drive.
You shouldn't text and drive.
And you shouldn't if you get a good hottie that's sending you nudes, and you need to respond, just pull over.
Yeah, just pull over.
Pull over.
Just pull over.
Give her that slick talk. Don't send her any nudes of yourself, buddies. And
use Jeff's rule. Make her ask 3 times before you send a pic.
on the 4th time, you say, "You really want to see this?
Are you sure?
Are you? Nah, I don't want to." The more you tell her no, the more she's going to want to see it. Just saying.
Well, because we're going to be like, what is he hiding?
What's wrong with this
Is
thing?
it good or is it micro?
Does it have 2 heads? What's going on here?
Right?
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, we are way off topic. It's a Monday, and this is just how we
Woo,
feel.
Bengals.
We got to go. What time is it?
Bengals, Pittsburgh, right now.
Oh, now I'm getting that lava feeling again. I'm stressed
all
because I
hot.
hate the Steelers, and the Bengals are my team. What time is
That's
it?
right.
Has it started?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we gotta go.
We're out of here, people.
We gotta go. We gotta go.
Good
Gotta go.
night.
Hooday!